Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you guys have been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If you are new, thank you very much for taking a chance on this video. I hope you enjoy. Okay, hope you guys are having an awesome day. So today is another edition of WIP Weekend. Once again, I kind of borrowed this idea from Terry at Yarn Joy podcast. She does WIP Wednesdays. So whenever I go on my treatments once a month, I take the things, or take, obviously crochet with me, because what else am I gonna take, So when I try to take, I try to take WIPs that I have and then work on those and show you guys, do like kind of a little WIP thing over the weekend. Kind of makes sense, right? Because we usually we were leaving out on the weekend. It's not really so much so now it's a little bit different, but that's all right. We're still calling it WIP Weekend because that's what it was. So okay, so this time y'all are gonna have WIP weekends very close together, like within like a week or two of one another. Because today, right after, I'm waiting on my husband to get home, and then we are going to head out and go stay the night. Tomorrow is my scope. Okay. I don't remember where I was. Wait on him to get home. Going tomorrow. Tomorrow is my scope. With the trial I'm on at 6 months, I have a scope. And then next week is my 7th treatment. So fun. So you guys will get 2 of these within not very long. So we're going to be traveling a lot over the next little bit. So nothing exciting either, by the way. Wish it was a fun vacation. That'd be cool. Okay. So this time I'm taking 2 WIP weekend projects. I have a duffel bag full of yarn and full of good things, patterns, hooks, all of crochet notions. Lots of skeins of yarn and ideas in there. I have another bag showing off, or another video showing that bag off. I'm sure that'll be posted before this, so it's my review of the Timoy bag. Okay, so all of those things are in there. The things that are going to be at my feet are my Cinnamon Stitches bag, which I'm using as my purse, which has just yarn. It has actually the black light yarn and a furls hook. This is Red Heart Super Saver. I'm making granny squares out of all of my random Red Heart yarns that I have just a little bit of, just for fun. Maybe I have a project, it's whatever. Anyway, so that's what's in there. So this is my Ella bag, my precious friend, by the way. It has wolves in the snow. So I have, like I said, 2 WIP weekend projects this time, that I'm hoping to get finished. But like I said, I have a whole duffel bag full of yarn and my little 1 skein of yarn that I can probably make maybe 2 more granny squares out of. And so we'll see when I get down on these, I guess. It's my goal. Okay, so the first one is a shawl. That'll be easy for the car because it's just kind of mindless. This is the Red Heart ombre in the color coral, and I'm just using the skein until it's gone. This is my Mad Hatter there we go, my Mad Hatter stitch marker. Anyway, so I'm just making like a granny shawl. I didn't have a pattern. I've mentioned that before. I just chained 12, then made a corner and went from there. So that's what it is. And then, so yeah, just took what I know of basic shawl work. I didn't look at a pattern this time. So that's where I am. I have this much left, and so I'm hoping to finish this in not very long. You know, like I said, I kind of like mindless projects for the car, so I think these, like the WIP project, like WIP weekend projects, are going to be my in the car projects this time, because they're both just real simple. And then I have fun patterns and cool things, and maybe I won't like get car sick while like trying to read a pattern, so that'd be nice. Okay, the other thing, and I'm using my 5.5 hook on both of these, just so you guys know, or an eye, whatever y'all call it. The other thing I'm working on is my blanket with the Premier yarn. I love this yarn. That's my button. I was wondering what that is. It's the button hitting the, well, I guess I could do this. Okay. The Premier Bloom Chunky in the color Cactus Bloom. This is one that I got for 99 cents at the Hobby Lobby sale. I'm still just like in awe that they had this delightfulness for 99 cents. Like, I'll take it, but I was just kind of like, what the heck, you know? But anyway, all right. So this is what it looks like if you knit it, but I do not knit. So I had, I believe 7, yes, I had 7 total that I found. Very exciting. I have 4 skeins left, this much of one, and then this is where the rest of them are, magically. And here, notice my super cool stitch marker, if you would please, that I love so very much. Oh my goodness, makes me happy. Look at that, if you guys can see it. It's on the green part. Oh no, it doesn't show up anywhere. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I love it oh so much. Okay, let's see. So I'm using my 5.5 hook. I'm doing single crochet. I'm just gonna make a baby blanket because I think it looks so pretty in the single crochet, and I didn't have that many. I wanted it to be able to wear it still kind of patterns, and I've done it before, like, you know, tried to, like, you know, double crochet. I've seen it double crochet and it looks nice, but I just wanted it to still kind of do the flowering, that's a word, and so patterning I suppose. So anyway, so yeah, I did single crochet the whole thing. I do not like a single crochet. It's not really ideal, but I'm going to go back when I get the other 4 and 2/3 ish of a skein all put into it. I'm going to go back and do like the tulip border. I have a shawl that I did that with, actually the Premier Bloom Chunky. It was the color Hydrangea. It's the first shawl I ever made without a pattern. I'll try to remember to link that video below, because that was like one of my very first videos. You probably can't even hear me. Like, that's how soft spoken I am. So I'm not sure you guys can even hear me on that one, but anyway. Okay, so I want to go back and just do like the, you know, up here I'll probably do like a couple, like few rows of white or whatever, just to kind of like separate the color, you know, a little bit, so it's not just like bam right into hot pink, or right into green, I guess, and then hot pink. I'll probably do like this kind of white for a ways, like, you know, and then do the green, do the tulip border, probably finish it all in white, like probably really, I don't know, it may be kind of busy with like a frilly, like to make it kind of really girly in the white to end it out in, like with the tulip. That may be too much with all of this, I don't know, but I want to finish that, like I said, after the tulips then in white also, and make a baby blanket. So this is how, I don't know, wide or long it is, I guess, depending on how many skeins of yarn I have. This is, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So but those are my WIPs for this time. So I will leave, actually I'm going to trade this stitch marker out. This is one from Cinnamon Stitch's precious daughter. She told me I could say her name. Her name is Juju. I still feel, her name's not Juju, her nickname is Juju. I still just feel awkward saying that even, but isn't that beautiful? I love it oh so much. And so I'm using your other ones too. I have one of her mushrooms on my deal over here, but using the others. Okay, the other mushroom. So yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, take that stitch marker out, probably put just like a plastic one in, and then I'll show you guys where I was. Same thing with this, with the, I don't know, I'll probably just leave the Mad Hatter one in it, and then show you guys if I make it anywhere. I may come back and be like, hey, I made this other stuff and didn't even work on that. You know, it's very possible. It's very possible. So, I don't know. If so, I'll come back, show you what I did, I guess. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this portion, I suppose. I guess I really shouldn't say my goodbyes because I'll see you in just a second. So, alright, cool. So whenever you guys watch this, I'll be home and snuggly. Awesome. Alright, see y'all in a minute. Hello everyone. I'm sure you're right in the middle of a video, so I'll save you the whole regular intro spiel. Okay. So since my WIP weekend that you guys just watched just a second ago, we have been home for like a week and a half. I've already been back again for my scope and my treatment. Like, that's how long it's taken me to get to this video. So yeah, in the scheme of things, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but also I've had this finished for a while and have been needing to make this video. So that way I can just put it away where it goes and move on and things. So in the WIP weekend that you saw, because I've already filmed another WIP weekend at this point. So, okay, so in the WIP weekend that you saw just a second ago, I was working on a shawl with the Red Heart Super Saver ombre in the color coral. And I also was working on a baby blanket with the chunky Premier Bloom, and I was doing single crochet in that so that the flowers would be sure and show up, and then I plan on doing a tulip border, making it like gorgeous, all of those things. Pretty little baby blanket. That baby blanket is what I was working on whenever I went up for the last time to do my scope, and then they couldn't do it, and it was just, the blanket's in timeout. That's what I'm going to say about it. I couldn't look at it anymore. I couldn't. And so the Premier Bloom, I made I think 2 or 3 more rows on it by the time they called me back to get my scope and then told me that they couldn't do it. So anywho, so that one's on timeout. So in punishment, in a bag, under the gnome homes. Yes. I'm currently in the middle of moving things around. Again, I do that a lot. As much as I can. I'm still kind of exhausted. We just got home, I think 3 days ago from my treatment and from my scope, and so I'm still just pretty wiped out. But as I can, I'm revamping, like, you know, some of it. This is probably going to stay the same, but this is just, there's a lot going on right here. I don't do well with clutter, and there's a lot going on. Like, okay, she's gonna stay, that's gonna stay, that's gonna stay. I don't know about all the rest of it. How's that? So that's what I'm doing right now. And so as I was doing those things and getting ready to put yarn away, I realized that I haven't done my second WIP weekend. And I have a couple other videos to do if I can, so that way I can put those things away too. So anywho, okay. So short story long, I didn't do a dang thing really on the Premier Bloom blanket. Like I said, I think 3 rows, and it's all single crochet. So I mean, I feel like that's something, because I don't like to do single crochet. So 3 rows, that's pretty big, but it really, and it, nothing. So anyway, okay, but I did, however, get a WIP finished. I still have ends that I didn't sew in, so I don't know how finished we're counting it. But yeah, so I had one of the jumbo skeins of the Red Heart Ombre. This is what I have left. I need to ball it up. I probably had enough to do 1 more row, but I just kind of liked where it ended. and so I didn't. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. I just like how it ended with the dark, and if I would have kept going, it would have went back to light. So I just like how it's kind of dark, light, and then really dark. So I thought that was pretty. And I didn't, I mentioned first I didn't really have a pattern. I just chained 12 and then made a corner and then went from there. And then at the very last stitch of each row, I did 2 double crochet, chain 3 turn, did another double crochet, and then went back into all the granny stitches. So, but I did get something finished, so that's exciting. Got one WIP done. Like I said, the other blanket is officially in a WIP bag. I have, so that one will probably, I'm sure that'll be a donate, just because this, like I said, is what I have left. I feel like I have enough to maybe make an amigurumi something or two, or I don't know, I may just ball it up and then have it to use for something for later, because it's a really pretty color. Like, I feel like, okay, I've been making the food for, or well, been wanting to make food, slowly making food for the little kitchenette thing that I'm wanting to do. And to me, that it does, but it doesn't look like an orange dreamsicle. Like, it kind of looks like a peach, like you can make a peach popsicle or something really fun out of it, I feel like. And so that's probably what that's got to go to, or just a peach. I mean, they probably need healthy food. Fruits and vegetables are way more important. So that's probably a good peach color, but for now I'll probably just ball it up until I find a peach pattern. I know there's peach patterns, but anyway, so yeah. So that's my WIP weekend for last time. So I took something different this time, and it's kind of got to be a bit of a flop too, just so you guys know. I worked on it, but I didn't work on it as much as I did other things. So anyway, but yep. So that's my WIP weekend. I mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of Red Heart Super Saver. That is like my aunt's go-to. My aunt will, like, she doesn't use other yarn. Like, I introduced her to Big Twist and we discussed Big Twist and she got a bunch of it. You guys, if you've been here before, you may remember when she sent me a bunch of Big Twist yarn. My hair today, I don't know, I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, yeah, she sent me a bunch of Big Twist yarn, and she still has yet to touch the Big Twist yarn. She's just been using the Red Heart Super Saver. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's cracking me up because she's like, well, I don't know. But she's die-hard Super Saver fan. That's what she's used for years. But I really like the ombre and how it turned out. I think it's so pretty. So they do have a lot of really pretty colors. And yes, it washes up very soft, but I like things that, like, are comfy and soft, and that's usually what I look for in yarn and clothing, just to be quite honest. That's why I really like I love this yarn. I feel like Big Twist is pretty soft. Yeah, so anyway, but FO, alright, that'll work. Well, except for that one little end. This guy holds it back, but we're gonna fix that. So, okay. So that is all I have to show. The first part of my next WIP weekend is my husband and I discussing it, and then I'll just come back and show you guys. And so I'll probably do that one here in just a second because we're already home again. So, alright. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys soon.